Hey guys, it's Nathan, and I'm back with another video today. This is going to be something a little bit different than I usually do. In the past, I've gotten a lot of questions regarding, what I use to record, how I make my YouTube videos, how much work goes into it, stuff like that. And I've kind of just either A, answer the comments like one question at one by one question over time, or just flat out like not responded or whatever. Just because there's so much that goes into the videos that it's kind of hard to answer that in one comment on YouTube. But I figured I would make one video, one dedicated video, kind of showing you guys the entire process that I go through to make a video. So if you're interested in seeing exactly how I do it, how I make it come across professional, how I all the work that goes into it, stuff like that, then this is the video to watch. So first, I guess you just gotta record your gameplay. Um, the games that I'm playing right now are, well, I have a few purchased on the Steam store, but not necessarily local on my computer. I have Dead Zone. I honestly don't even know why I have that. I can just freaking, I can't even uninstall it right now. But um, there, you just pick a game to play from. I make mainly Minecraft and Black Ops 2 videos, although I've kind of messed around with Modern Warfare 2 and this free game from the Steam store, Blacklight Retribution. At the time when I got Blacklight Retribution, I was actually looking for an alternative to Dead Zone, and since this was free and doesn't necessarily take very high computer specs to run properly, I figured I'd go with that, and it's actually pretty neat. It's a little bit annoying, some things kind of suck, but it's kind of a cool free game. So if you're looking for something, you got maybe a little bit better computer than some 10-year-old computer, something modern, even a modern laptop or something, and you're looking for an alternative to Dead Zone, Blacklight Retribution from the Steam store free. It's a pretty good game. Anyway, Black Ops 2 Minecraft, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. First, you got to record your game, and the two programs I recommend for that are either Fraps or DXtory. Both are good for different things. Currently, I use DXtory for Black Ops 2, and I use Fraps for Minecraft. For the games that are less graphical or CPU intensive, I tend to use Fraps for, and for the games that are more CPU intensive, I tend to use DXtory, and that combination seems to work pretty well. Obviously, you have XSplit. You can probably just use OBS as well if you want. But anyway, this is what I'm using. So I'll show you my setup for Fraps. Fraps is pretty easy. It's a straightforward program. I have the crack for it right now. It's pretty easy to find. Just search around. Anyway, this is kind of my settings for Fraps. There's not really much to configure or anything. I have my things saved to my D drive. I have a dedicated recording hard drive here. Just for stuff like this. And I map DXtory and Fraps all to this hard drive as well. Previously, I was using my E drive, but I'm now choosing to use this one. So, yeah. Anyway, I have it at 60 FPS in full size. That works pretty well in Minecraft right now. I don't get any frame stutters or anything. After around 15 minutes to 20 minutes, though, things start to get a little bit stuttery just because of I don't have the best CPU and stuff, but it's something I'm working with. Anyway, you can also choose to hide your mouse in the video if all of a sudden your mouse is showing. You don't want it to show for whatever reason. That's definitely an option, and you would check to record from your mic if you're doing a live commentary. Otherwise, you don't really want that extra channel there, so just record the Windows 7 sound. So that's a pretty straightforward, really easy to set up program. Fraps, it's very simple, and the link to that is in the description of this video. The other program that I use is DXtory, and this is a bit more complicated. Once again, I have the crack. You can find that somewhere, I'm sure. It's a bit more complicated in the sense that there's way more options you have, way more things to set up, way more things that you can do, just a lot of stuff that you can do in DXtory, a lot of codec options, stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, if we go over here, this is the main tab. I have a, I don't know how to pronounce this, logarith, lossless codec. That just makes it not very CPU intensive at all. If you use a lossless codec, your file size will be huge, but it'll definitely help. I have a key frame rate set to 15, quality set to 100, so we don't lose any quality. Frame rate set to 60, since YouTube supports 60 FPS now. And right here, you can choose your resolution here and whether you want to scale it down or scale it up, stuff like that. Over here, you can select different recording stuff. I have it mapped to my speakers and my microphone, so I get the system sound, and I also get my microphone sound if that is plugged in, and it comes up as 2 different channels whenever you load it into your editing program, so that's pretty cool. Nothing really else over here. I have my processing thread set to 2. I could probably put it to 4, except that I don't necessarily want all 4 threads running just for the recording, considering I need some of those threads to play the actual game. That's where kind of recording and playing from the same computer comes back to bite you. But that's that, and you have different profiles mapped for for different games. And as you see here, I used to have Ghost on here, but yeah. Anyway, that's DXtory. Excuse me, I'm actually a little bit sick. I apologize. But these are the programs, these are the games. That's what you use to get your actual raw file. Now, once you get the raw file, this is where things get a little bit different. I have mine saving to different folders in the computer right now. I have my E drive, which I was actually I don't even know what some of these clips are. What are these? I don't even know necessarily. Oh, these are the quads that I used in my last video, actually. Collab with a wall bang there for that quad. Alright, anyway, these are the quads, and right, that's the gameplay. Okay, so we'll just delete that. I have some other games already recorded, actually, ready to go. I just need to, once again, do what I'm about to do, but this is the video that I will be uploading right now. Or trying to edit and get ready for YouTube right now, so this is the file we're going to be working with. You have the option to open it with a specific program straight from here, or go into Sony Vegas and import it. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to just choose to open it with Sony Vegas. That's what I'm tending to use right now anyway for just my YouTube videos. I tend to do like my montage stuff with Adobe After Effects because I have a ton of awesome plugins for that. But Vegas is what I'm using for my YouTube videos right now. So I set my project settings to match this media, yes. That makes sure that all the frame rate, all the resolution stuff automatically is set correctly within the actual project. And it loads in the video right here, and you got this little display window, kind of shows you what's going on. You can press play and preview stuff. It's actually rather loud. Let's turn down. I'm gonna mess around with some volume settings later on anyway, but this is the video that's gonna get uploaded here in my next video, actually. So you guys are gonna see the video where I'm editing the video I'm gonna post after this video, so it's a little bit of inception right here. I'm not going to spoil exactly what goes on, but yeah, your boy goes off. Anyway, we've got our video loaded on the timeline now. I'm not an expert in Sony Vegas yet. I'm way more versed in After Effects, but I'm also going to need something else here as well before we actually get into further editing this, and that is my intro. My intro is actually a separate MP4 file. So I need to browse and find that's in my documents. We grab our intro here. You know, there's that super awesome thing that JJW made for me a little bit ago. And let's see, can we just stick this in here and then slide this over? Yes, we can. Now, some of the different things is the audio on this might not necessarily match this. So we might actually have to create a separate audio track, which is what I'm going to do right now. And I'm just going to grab this and slide that down just so we can manipulate the intro audio different from the video. Otherwise, this video and this video can be on the same track. I don't necessarily care. But if we were to come back here and let's see, play from start. That's the intro, and we need that to make the video work. So here's the track with the intro audio. We're just going to tune that down a bit. Kick that down to -18. Let's re-preview it. It's much more manageable for now. And then we'd have our video come in. Now the narration part is a little bit tricky, but it's kind of fun, kind of not. It's whatever. I forget if doing this record option actually automatically creates a video track or an audio track or not, so I'm just gonna automatically create one here because we're about to do the layover commentary. I'm not sure what time I started making the video. You guys can actually, actually, it might be cool to kind of check to see how long it's taken for me to make the video, but just to see how much time actually goes into it. I haven't actually measured it. I just know it takes a long time to actually make a video. So we got our intro. We just want to kind of give ourselves some space a little bit. Put this right at the start. I'm just going to zoom in a bit. There's probably a better way to do this, but I don't know it right now. So that's what we're going to do. And now we are going to start with the actual narration that'll go on top of the video. So, I mean, this is just a gameplay right now. Right? You know, there's no commentary. It's just this. And actually, if you guys are interested in this video, I actually just prestiged. I chose to prestige again. So I'm like rank 12 or 13 in this video, so I don't have much stuff, and I actually get a pretty awesome domination gameplay for once. Not team deathmatch this time, so that's pretty cool. But it doesn't have any audio, you know, it's just the game, and we have to do something about that. So we come back here. I'm gonna have to do it again. I think there's probably some key. I forget if it was left key or S or something that you press for it to whip to the front, but that's that. Anyway, we are actually going to add the commentary now. Now, to do that, I actually have my settings all set up to do this correctly, but I just click the record button, and it automatically records my mic, and that's what we do. This video is 9 minutes long, 10 minutes long, so I'm going to have to literally be talking nonstop for 10 minutes, and that's just how it works. So I'm going to kind of not go through that whole process, but I'll get back to you. So it would start like this. I just click the button, select where I want to save the temporary file. We're actually going to just save everything in recording. I just set up this hard drive, so not everything is mapped here yet. And looking good. So, hey guys, it's Nathan, and we have another Call of Duty video for you today. I am back. We just finished recording that. That felt like it took forever. Talking for 10 minutes straight really is rough, especially if it's not live, but I think I pulled it off. Now comes the time to actually edit the sound, because the sound is not necessarily balanced between my mic, the game, and the intro. You know, that one might be a little bit more prominent than the other or something like that. So we're going to have to actually edit the levels here with these little volume sliders. That's what I tend to use. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So we're just going to come back here. Let's play from start. And play. And then play. Why isn't it working? Come back here, buddy. Come all the way back and then play. Oh, and I usually preview this on 75% volume just in case. Some people don't necessarily have their speakers all the way up and their computer audio all the way up and their YouTube all the way up for volume, you know? So I tend to try to mimic it at 75%. Like, okay, if their speakers aren't all the way up, if their video isn't all the way up, if their computer audio isn't all the way up, it'll probably maybe equal out to around 75%. So I try to edit it while my volume is actually at 75% just to imitate the conditions of most people watching the video. So you don't get these people, you know, with their stuff who are like their speakers might be turned half down and they're like, why can't I hear the video, you know, and they just got done watching another video perfectly fine, or they put on headphones and all of a sudden their ears are blowing out because, you know, it was recorded differently. So I just try to preview it at 75%. Anyway, yeah, so let's see here. We got, this thing needs to be cranked up a bit. I make it to where it is a little bit too loud at 75%, just a tad. That's kind of how I like to do my the audio. So let's just, that's definitely going to be loud. So let's crank that down to maybe 5. Revolution! Alright, we're actually going to kick that back to normal, I think. That sounded pretty good. Let's try again. Revolution! It's a little bit loud. That's kind of how I like it. So now let's come over here, and actually I'm going to just drag this over here, and I'm going to drag this to match that over there. And we're going to preview the transition, how the sound transitions between that, just so I can tell what's a little loud, what needs to go down, stuff like that. Hey guys, it's Nathan, and that mic is a little bit loud, so we're going to have to just crank this bad boy down a little bit. And I have another Call of Duty video for you today. This is going to be a domination. It's a little bit different than the team deathmatch that I've been uploading recently. And I actually just... Alright, I don't want to spoil the gameplay for you because I'm actually going to use this. And that sounded pretty good, the negative 10.8 with the... What is this? Add. Is that like negative 4? And then barely negative here. Let's just preview that again. The whole thing, we're going to have to preview the whole thing. Revolution! Hey guys, it's Nathan, and I have another Call of Duty video for you today. This is going to be a domination. Alright, that sounds pretty good. We might want to kick my voice down a tad. It's a little bit different than the team deathmatch that I've been uploading recently. And I actually just prestige, so... Alright, that sounds good. I'm just going to kick this down a touch. Negative 13. Oh, I didn't have a lot of guns. Alright, perfect. That sounds perfect. Alright, so... Now that we got the audio all balanced, we have to add the transitions. The video is actually up top. Remember, these bottom three are actually all of our audio tracks. The video is up top, and I actually have a still JPEG here for the final frame. It's a bit of a sloppy edit, but like you can see the transition here. In the next video, Nathan, like because the picture came out a little bit different, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, and if you can see that, I probably just spoiled the score for you. Hopefully you can't see the ending score there, but oh well, you'll see the gameplay next video. I'm just gonna drag that to actually match. Yeah. Is this flush? Yeah, that's flush. Alright, so now we just throw in some transitions, and this is fun. You just go to the transitions tab down here, and you have a ton of different type of transitions you can do. I'm trying to find the one that I like. Where's the one that I like? Not the spirals, it's like the portals. Yeah, I love the portal transitions. These are so cool. So let's just go transition happy. We're going to put one in the beginning. I'm going to leave it default. We're going to put one between the intro and the gameplay. Boom. Cancel that out. We're going to put one at the end down here. Which one do we want it to end with? Maybe a window fade. Let's go with that. Put that here. And we should be good. Let's try to preview some of this. No? How do we, that was a little bit weird. Maybe we actually don't want that. Who knows? Revolution! No. Yeah, that doesn't look good, actually. Portals. Portals is no good. How do I, uncheck, maybe? I'm scared to just delete, because I don't want to delete the video layer. Alright, I'm just going to press delete. Yeah, you delete the whole layer, so we ain't doing that. Maybe we'll just drag a, what's a better, faster thing that we could do? Maybe like a spiral or something? The zoom effect is always pretty good if it's done correctly. Or we could just do like a blur or something. Where is a, like a dissolve or something like that, you know? Oh, here it is. Yeah, there you go. That's like transitions between A and B. I just want something that dissolves into... Yeah, something like that. Alright, let's try this. That wasn't even noticeable. That's kind of what we want, isn't it? Especially if the transition hasn't even come up yet. So, let's just do this thing. Revolution! Hey guys, it's... Whoa, what was that? Oh, we got a little bit of overlap with the portal thing. A little transition. It's trying to realign the audio so it actually starts correctly with the video. Let's see here. Why is that frame there? Oh, it's because that transition's actually extending it. It doesn't want to, like, loop it. It's being weird. Let's try this. Why is it doing that? It has to do with, and this is just the sort of things... Yeah, I don't want the portal transition here. So, can I delete that? No, because you delete the whole layer. I don't, or the whole track. I don't want that. I just want this little portal thing to be deleted. Transition. Remove. No. No. No, or we could just change the speed, maybe. Usually I have the speed somewhere. Nah. Nah, we don't want that transition. We don't want that transition. How do we get rid of this transition, man? Yeah. This is the sort of stuff that I go through, honestly. I might have to leave and then, like, figure it out off camera or something, because this is driving me crazy. Ah, see, we don't want to delete the thing. We just want to remove the transition. I'll be back when I figure it out. Alright, dudes, I'm back. We fixed the problem. It was actually way easier than I thought it would be. What is this? Alright, we are good. Okay. So if we preview from the beginning now, we should have it all settled. Hey guys, it's Nathan, and I have another Call of Duty. Boom! And that's how you do it. Alright, so I think that's that. We got that all ready. Everything's handled. Oh, you know what? Gotta kick this boy back to the beginning. Drag these little yellow things. These little yellow things try to kill you all the time. But sometimes if you don't have it set to... Oh, I want to preview the end as well. How does that work? I really don't want to show you guys exactly what score I get at the ending of the video, but Nathan, out. Alright, transition works. Things on the end. Kick this back to the start. And it's looking like we are good. We have 4 audio tracks. We have the track for the game audio, the mic audio, the intro audio. Video is fine to keep on a track, and it looks like we are good. So now we're going to go to our render settings. Oh, boy. Man, this thing really kills your computer, though, so you better have a strong computer. I have a preset for YouTube 60 FPS, so the quality is, like, unprecedented. It's, like, really awesome quality. What do we want to call this? COD DOM, something that you know is that you'll remember, and I usually just output that in my documents. Yep. All right, cool. And let me just show you guys the template I'm running. I'm running a high profile at 1080p. I'm allowing the source to adjust the frame size. I have a very high bit rate, and I'm running the frame rate obviously at 60 FPS. And I try to use OpenCL so my GPU can help with the rendering. You know, if it has OpenCL, which it actually does, and you can test that here. OpenCL is available. Audio, I have it set at 48,000 hertz and 512 BPS. We have the project, just best render quality, you know, stuff like that. So these are the actual settings here. And this thing takes a long time to render. So I've already been editing or making this thing for almost an hour. That's not even counting playing the game. You know, if I played the game too, like, geez, like, the game takes 10 minutes to play, and then maybe I don't get a good gameplay, you know, the first time. Maybe it takes 3 or 4 gameplays before I even get one for YouTube. So that's like, you know, an hour of playing, plus an hour of editing so far, plus waiting for this thing to render. Render loop region only. If you have this checked, and you don't have the little yellow things, like, at the beginning and at the end, you could screw yourself because you'll only render like half of it or something. So I usually just leave that unchecked so it does the whole project. But yeah, then you click render and then you wait because it takes a long time. You see my CPU is going to go to like 100%, yeah, 99% usage. My RAM's going to 30%. My computer just hoses up. And I want you guys to actually see how much time is left here. I'm honestly not sure if I can even like continue recording. I might be dropping like tons of frames in Camtasia right now just recording my screen, so I'm not sure what I should do, but this will take probably over 2 hours to do, you know, an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that, especially since I'm rendering it in 60 FPS. It takes a lot of time, and, you know, it goes by frame over here in the preview window. Yeah, and this will just keep going up. I'll let you guys know exactly how long it takes, But odds are I won't be back talking to you for like another 2 hours just because my computer is busy doing this. And then we'll do some more fun stuff when we get back, because guess what? We're not even done yet. Yeah, the video's done. We still have to figure out doing thumbnails, writing a description, uploading it. The uploading itself takes time, you know. So we're not even close to done, boys. So I will be back when the rendering is complete. All right, so we are back, and my day is not over. It is 3:26 p.m. now. The rendering actually finished about 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago-ish. But the internet was down, and I couldn't upload, and I couldn't do the next part of this like tutorial sort of walkthrough thing for you guys, because I need internet for that part. But it's back on finally after about 2.5 hours, and we're ready to go. The rendering itself took 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 57 seconds, in case you're wondering. But we have our final product here, COD DOM. It's 3.5 gigs, which is no problem with my connection. But this is it. This is the video we just made, so I'm pretty happy about that. Hey guys, it's Nathan. You know, that's the video. We got to post that now. So we're done. We got to open up YouTube here, and you guys get to see me on my YouTube. So I follow Call of Duty pretty regularly, so that's what a lot of this stuff is. But now we go to my uploads. And we got to upload my video, so just browse the documents, COD DOM, open it. And I have it default set up. I've recently changed how my description is automatically laid out. I have a bunch of information here for you guys, in case you're wondering. I have the link to where you can get Fraps and DXtory. I have the equipment I use, my headset, mouse, keyboard, speakers, monitor, and I also have all the specs for my computer, in case you are wondering, you know, in case you have any questions about like what computer I'm running. Since I primarily do computer gaming on here, I figured I should have all that information here for everybody. But yeah, this. I also have my default tags here, so when people search for Call of Duty Black Ops PC or something, my video comes up, and just a bunch of stuff like that. It'll take 44 minutes here, but that's not the main thing we're doing. We're gonna let that upload, sure, but the main thing we are worried about, or not worried about, but gonna handle here is actually the custom thumbnails. You can pick custom thumbnails for your videos, and that's what we're gonna want to do. So we just go to, let's see, we can search for something like Black Ops. What map? This was on Hijacked, so maybe we can search for Hijacked. Black Ops background, and we're gonna want to find something cool to type text over is essentially what we're doing. So I'm just going to go to Google Images here. Let's see what we have to work with. We obviously have the Hijacked here. Could maybe put some text over here, but this is basically going to be the video. Ooh, this is really cool, actually. I'm really liking that one. I might want to use that in the future, but unfortunately it's from that first-person view. This looks cool. It's not the gun. Maybe I should just search for like an MP7 background, but part of this is fun. Part of this is, you know, you guys helping me out, kind of walking you through what I do. This looks like an MP7, right? Yep. Just looking for a cool background. Maybe, let's see here. MP7 Black Ops 2, because that's the gun I use, so. Background. Get more relevant stuff here. We have something like this. If I want to make it about the gun, I could do that, but I wasn't specifically going for an MP7 gameplay. That's not what it was centered around, so I don't really want to do that. I want to kind of go maybe Hijacked, or maybe just boat background Black Ops 2. Maybe that'll work. Something like this. These backgrounds all look pretty cool, but I want to find something a little relevant to Hijacked. See, what is this? Is this from the campaign? These are boats, so I might be able to make it relevant. It's the full image. Nah, I can't do that. Not for Black Ops 2. It doesn't look anything like it. Looks cool, though, as by itself. This picture is awesome. Imagine this for my thumbnail and, like, text here and text here on, like, the left and right of the head or something. That would be really cool. God, all this stuff. The M8, like, looks awesome in all these thumbnails. Like, that's such a cool gun. We're going to want Hijacked, though. I don't know if I can find anything relevant to Hijacked. We might just have to settle with a cool picture or something. Let's see here. I really like the boat thing, but see, thing is, boats aren't relevant, so we're just going to go hijack Black Ops 2 background. I think I might have already searched this, honestly. We will see, though. Could just type it up here. Black Ops 2. Or MP7 Domination, or something like that. MP7 Domination. It's risky. I think we'll do this. We'll just grab this it's 1080p, so that's good. We'll view the image here, and I'm just going to make it really easy. Drag it to the desktop. We'll rename that, oh, I don't know, hijacked thumbnail, right? And that's that. And we're going to end up putting that on our video here. We still have quite a bit of time. It's not going to take nearly 40 minutes to finish editing the thumbnail, but let's see. Can we open with, not that one. We want the other Photoshop I have. All right, we'll just do it this way. I'm going to open up some Photoshop here because we got to design the thumbnail. See, originally I was just like grabbing a still from the video or something, or no, this is actually a little bit laggy, believe it or not. Now I don't do that. So let's see, import. I can just drag a picture in here probably. Yep. Oh, it's a little bit laggy because it's still opening. I have just the free trial for Photoshop right now. I have yet to correct that, but this is what we're working with. Yeah, now the lag's kind of stopped. It was still opening up, that's why. But this is pretty cool. We can just type some text on here now, and this is usually what I do. I just grab the text tool here, and we start typing. Now I have to think of a catchy title, you know, because we want people to click the video if they don't necessarily know who I am. So it's eye-catching for my current subscribers, and eye-catching for, you know, my non-subscribers who are like, huh, I wonder what this video is. So we want to come up with like some sort of a catchy title. I'm not sure what font I want to use. Do we have Action? I do. Let's try this. Actually, we can change the font all later. So MP7. What do I want it to say? Domination? Because I feel like my last video said KSG Domination, and it wasn't even Domination. It was actually a team deathmatch, but I was just meaning like destroying people. So what do we do here? We can go MP7. We could make it about the Lodestar too, because I actually hit a Lodestar during the video. I had the Lodestar kill streak on, so I can be like best Lodestar map or something like that. I could make it about the Lodestar. Lodestar Mania. Lodestar Heaven. That looks good to me. Alright, so we're going to have to just say Lodestar Heaven. And let's see here. Open up this text thing here. Change the text. What do we want it to be? Action, maybe. Oop. Lodestar Heaven. That could work. Might just want to create another text layer for the heaven part. Tell you what, we'll just type the first word, Lodestar. We can kind of tweak this around however we want now. Let's see, let's raise its size up a bit. And we're going to want to separate this a tad. Yeah. There you go. Close this up a bit. Shorten this a bit, because that's a bit tall. Move it back over here. The D and the S. Alright, how does this look? Lodestar. Maybe a different font, honestly. What's another font? See, this looks pretty cool too. Let's see. Yeah, see, this looks pretty cool. I just want to not make it so tall, necessarily. Is this L capital? Is that what a capital L looks like? Yes, it is. Alright, so this is looking pretty cool. Lodestar. I like this, honestly. It doesn't matter if it's a little over top of the boat. We want the words to be prominent, not necessarily. Actually, we can make just the T a little shorter, too, if we want. And then emphasis on the L, maybe. Make that taller. Maybe a little bit of a bigger R. This is a really great text manipulation tool. Alright. I think that's good. Just maneuver this a tad, maybe. Lodestar and then Mania over here. Alright, so we're pretty much done with that. I'm just going to go grab this layer. I usually get it's auto-named, whatever the text is. Just going to double-click this and open up the text properties here. And we're going to try to make this as 3D as we can here. So let's see, bevel and emboss. Textures are cool in moderation. You might want to scale it up a tad, just so it's less noticeable. Or scale it down, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that. Contours are tricky with the lighting, so I'm just going to ease off from that. We're going to do the stroke. Definitely, strokes are really good to make it look 3D. Fill that out a bit. So there's like a little bit of an edge is the point. Opacity should always be on 100% for stroke, in my opinion. Inner shadows are cool in moderation, though. You don't really want to... opacity should be 100%. Once again, it adds to the stroke effect to make it look like there's shadows in 3D. So if we up the size, you can see it kind of turns it black, but in moderation, it kind of extends it a little bit. Just a tad. It looks pretty cool. So let's actually go 7 pixels. Choke that. Boom. Now it's starting to look 3D, right? Let's see here. I usually like a little bit of outer glow. I'm not sure if it's going to work here, though. Let's see. Spread. Yes. Size. Up. Opacity. I could do that if the spread is lower and the size is lower. So let's try to see here. It's a little glow around the edges, and the spread is just like how much it kind of goes out. So I kind of like this. I don't know if it adds a little bit of a weird contrast with the boat, since the boat is white. So we might want to change the color a tad. Instead of it being white, it could be like a pink, possibly, because, or maybe even a red. Ooh, I might like it like really red, or because the text is red, you know. So let's see here. See if we can up the spread a little, or the size a little bit. I think this looks pretty cool. Lodestar, right? That's pretty eye-catchy. I like that. Drop shadows are once again good for 3D. I'm gonna drop it here. Opacity all the way up. Thing is, since it's red now, it's gonna drop it like with a red outline a little bit. So let's see here. Just the drop shadow alone can make it look 3D. It might just look good like this. I think it needs a little something else though. Like this. I don't know. Yes or no? I like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna drop that shadow. We're gonna maybe up the spread a tad. Yeah. Now we're in business. All right. So click OK. Once we're done with that, I kind of like the red. I'm usually addicted to red. Red text on my stuff. We're just going to duplicate the layer, and we're going to call this whatever we want the text to say. Is usually how I do it. So Lodestar Mania, maybe, right? I don't get a ton of Lodestars in this. I think I only get Lodestar once in the gameplay, but still Lodestar Mania. And you just kick this over here. So like, boom. That's it. Lodestar Mania. I want to make that eye a little weird. And you always do your specific text edits and stuff if you think something in particular is a little bit iffy, like it seems a little bit bunched together. I would want to almost separate it a tad. Like this. Right here. Lodestar Mania. That looks awesome. I still want emphasis on the L though of load. This is honestly, like I said, a pretty long process or whatever to actually make the entire video presentable and stuff. So Lodestar Mania, and it's over hijacked, so it looks good. You can tell it's Call of Duty. It says Lodestar. Tells you something about the gameplay. Looking good. I'm gonna just save the PSD file in case, you know, I want to go back and change something. We can just leave it like that. Otherwise, we can save as here and go to, I usually save it as a PNG unless the compression is really big. Desktop, we're just going to call this maybe just thumbnail. How about that? It's a PNG save, no compression because we want the quality to be high. And let's check out the thumbnail here. I need to check it. It needs to be less than 2 megabytes, I believe. It's 5, so I don't think YouTube's going to like this. But this right here is the thumbnail. That's what's going to be there. And we're just going to save this again with some compression. How about that? Save as. PNG, save, smallest, slow. Okay, and I'm going to just check the compression on this now. Is that the same thing? Nah, it saved it here. Look at 2.3, so we're going to probably need a JPEG, unfortunately. But it usually doesn't matter with, like, it'd matter if this was supposed to be like a really large file, since JPEGs are pretty compressed, sloppy, gross, hard to discern images. It would be kind of bad. Yes, we do. And yeah, 1.2 megs is fine. Boom. And that's that. That should be 1.2 megs when we go here. Yes, it is. So it'll work with YouTube. And boom. That's what people are going to see on the video now. Lodestar Mania. Boom. We're done with the edit. And now we just got to go type a description or something. We're at 34% upload, so this video will be up soon. Actually, see, the thing is, I can't upload this, like, live, because the video I'm making, like, right, it's kind of Inception if you think about it, because I'm making a video about making this video. So that means you have to see this video, the one you're watching right now, before the video that you see me uploading. So I'm going to actually have to keep it as private and then just change it to public whenever I want you guys to see this. But it'll be already made, you know, already done. So what do you want this title to be? Probably matching the thumbnail or something? Maybe, let's see, I can make it about the MP7 in the thumbnail, or in the title. MP7 Domination Gameplay. And then, actually, gameplay is redundant. It's obviously a game. So, MP7 Domination, boom. That's your title. Let's type a description real quick here. Let's go. I just prestiged and didn't have many weapons or to choose from, but I was able to make work with this MP7 on high jacked. Enjoy! Smiley face, because I want you guys to enjoy this. And boom. That's it. Now once the video's like uploaded or whatever, then we change my thumbnail. We put that custom thumbnail that we just made right here to be the main picture of the video, and then boom, we're done. And then whenever we're ready, we just change it to public and we click post, and like it's up there for everybody to see. So that's kind of how I make my videos. It takes quite a bit of time, like I said, because you have to play the game, you have to edit the gameplay, you have to wait for it to render, you have to upload it, then you have to go edit a thumbnail, you have to type out stuff. It's actually pretty more complicated than people give it credit for. You know, I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, so-and-so makes a ton of YouTube money or money on YouTube, and all they do is make YouTube videos. I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, making YouTube videos is easier than a day job, but I mean, it still takes quite a bit of work and knowledge to do. So, yeah, I just kind of want to let you guys in on that, on the making videos aspect of this. But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. I know it was rather long and unconventional, but I decided to make it anyway. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave me a like. If you have any questions or comments for me, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Nathan, out.